as I want to talk about our Smart Deal. And a Smart Deal is a price that we only have for just a limited time, and it's on products that we know that you're going to love, but also are gonna be a necessity in many cases for us. And that's what this is from ReadyWise. It's the 150 serving emergency meal preparedness kit. Now this is it. So this is the way it comes in this bucket that you can also, when the bucket is empty, you can use it for so many different things. It's got a handle on it. It's ready to just grab and go if and when an emergency arises and you need to grab and go. You've got your food ready for you to take along with you, and you're getting 80 servings of breakfast and entrees, 26 servings of desserts and sides, and 44 drink servings. And these are freeze-dried and dehydrated. All you do is add water, and we'll even talk about that. But you have real food that in an emergency, no matter what, whether it's a weather emergency, whether it's just a power outage and you have no other way to prepare food for yourself and for your family, this is what you reach for. Now, it is a smart deal. It has been very popular since we've had it on for the last couple of days. You're saving about $47 off of our HSN price. But if you were to look at this on their website, you would see a smaller kit for a lot more money. So this really is the best deal. 075049 is the item number. You can get it on auto ship, and Stephanie Roberts is joining us with all of the details. Stephanie, it's good to see you again.
Tamara, great to see you. I know we've been talking about this for a couple of days, but today is my last day of scheduled shows for this smart deal. So I'm excited that we get to talk about it again. Let's talk about great tasting food. After a holiday weekend, maybe it's too much for you to get out to the grocery store today. Maybe you're in one of the areas that's still dealing with standing water and power outages because of storms. Regardless of what's going on in your world, we all have to eat. We all have to feed our families. And that's kind of what ReadyWise is all about. So this is great tasting, chef-written recipes, full meals that have been sealed in a pouch so that it's shelf stable for up to 25 years. As long as you would need it between now and 2046, you can have great tasting meals with all you're going to do is add water. So I know it sounds a little crazy. And what makes ReadyWise different is that they started first with the actual food. So I just put in creamy pasta and vegetables into water. I don't have to cook it. Now you see that my pot is on a burner here. This is no cooked food. I just add water so that it rehydrates. Now, because I'm not in an emergency situation right now and I have power, I probably would use warm water simply because it'll rehydrate more quickly. And let's be real, I do prefer my creamy pasta typically warm rather than room temperature. But in an emergency situation, I would take this creamy pasta and vegetables right here and eat it at room temperature all day long. Because whether my water is cold, whether my water is hot, as long as it is safe drinking water, I can take my water and I can hydrate this meal, which you can see the sun-dried tomatoes, you can see the carrots, you can see the peppers. This is real food. This isn't chemicals tossed with some, carbs and sodium to appear like food. These are real foods that the chefs make into recipes, and then they freeze dry them. They remove the moisture and seal them in this special pouch so that you can get a great tasting meal anytime you need it, anytime you want it, for up to 25 years, as long as you keep these pouches in a cool, dry place. And Tamara, one thing I love so much about this 150 serving bucket is the variety. There's breakfast cereals, there's pastas, there's rice, there's chicken flavored pot pie, there's dessert, there's vanilla pudding, there's orange drink, there's milk, there's such a great array so that my picky kids are gonna like the cheesy macaroni and pasta Alfredo. I like things with a little more texture. I'm a big fan of the teriyaki rice. There's gluten-free entrees. There's vegetarian entrees. So there's really something for everyone so that no matter what's happening in your world, you can feed your family, and all you have to do is add water.
That's right. And you're feeding them real food. And Stephanie and I had a chance to present this a couple days ago, and I was relaying that eat locally here when there's weather emergencies. You go to the grocery store trying to, you know, prepare, and everybody buys bread and peanut butter. And it's like, what are you gonna do with bread and peanut butter for 5 days for your whole family? If that's not real food, that's not sustainable. That's not something that in an emergency could be one less thing that you have to think about. But this is real food, and you can see whether it's desserts or breakfasts, whether it is gonna be your pastas, you even have, and let me share with you because we have some made as well. These are the kinds of things that when you can make a bowl or make a pot for your family, look at that. Look at how amazing that is going to be. It's one less thing that you have to think about, one weight off of your shoulders, and you're getting 150 servings. You're getting entrees, breakfast, desserts, snacks, even drinks. So you've got it all literally in one bucket, and this is where it stays. Now, we do have it on auto ship, and a lot of people do get it on auto ship because you use them not just for emergencies, but you do use them when you maybe go camping, or when you need an extra meal, or you know, when you're saying, the emergency is, I don't have anything at the ready for my family, and I still need to put some food on the table. I still need to provide them with dinner. This is what you reach for. So you can see some of the things that you're going to get. You're getting brown sugar and maple multigrain cereal. You're getting pouches of cheesy macaroni, pouches of apple cinnamon cereal, and chicken noodle soup, and creamy pasta and vegetables, and crunchy granola, and long grain rice, and orange drink. You even get drinks. You're gonna get pasta Alfredo and chicken flavored pot pie and teriyaki rice, tomato basil soup and pasta, vanilla pudding. You even get an ability to make milk. Yeah, that's a lot better than bread and peanut butter, which is what you would get at the grocery store, if you could even get to the store. Because Stephanie, as we were saying, emergencies happen. Sometimes if it's a weather emergency, it happens on the day. Sometimes the emergency is because of that one day of bad weather, you're kind of out of sorts for who knows how long, how many days after. This is your meal. This is your meal plan. This is one less thing to think about. And we've got it at a great value because our price is $47 off of our regular HSN price. If you were to find this on the website, they have a smaller configuration for more money. So I say, take advantage of the smart deal and be prepared right here, Stephanie, with this kit.
Exactly, because you don't even know what you're preparing for really in life, do we? I mean, whether it's a weather emergency, I don't think any of us could have figured that the grocery store shelves would be randomly absent of rice one week. You know, I mean, things are just all a little bit amok right now. So this is just a great way to kind of take care of all those worries, whether it's, you know, supply chain, weather. Right now, we're more worried about, you know, hurricanes and tropical season, but we're going to roll right into blizzard season. Out west, they're still concerned with fires. I mean, there's always something that could happen. But one thing that doesn't change is we still all have to eat. And I would so much rather be reaching for something that I know tastes good, that I know all I need to do is add water, that I know I have, so that I'm not out scrambling with everybody when maybe that storm is coming, or out there, you know, hoping I can find something after the storm when everything has taken so much longer to get back to normal. This just takes care of it all at once. You know, as we head into the winter season, sometimes the weather's so yucky you don't want to have to go out to the grocery store, or maybe you don't feel well. I mean, when my kids were young, the amount of times I lugged myself off the couch with a bad cold to go to the grocery because I still had to feed the kids. This just sort of checks that box as well. So it doesn't matter what it is. What matters is that you have what you need at an awesome value, because they sell this day in and day out on ReadyWise's website for so much more money. So I'm excited that we can partner up and make it a little bit more affordable.
And it's something that you'll look forward to eating, really, because if it didn't taste good, and this is with anything, if it didn't taste good, you would say, well, I'll just tough it out, right? This is something that tastes good, and I'm even making, again, because you're getting drinks as well, you add, you can see I just added the mixture to water, and you can make drinks, you can make your meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, You've got it all, and it's done. When, to Stephanie's point, sometimes we don't even know what we're preparing for. We just need to have the basics, and that's what you've got right here. But it's done in a delicious, dignified way. So I encourage you to go for it. If you've already tried these, maybe you've ordered them in the past and you're one of those who can attest to, yes, it actually does taste good. Get them on auto ship, because whether it's for you and your family, or whether your family was spared, but you now have family members who are coming to stay with you during an emergency situation and you need extra food. All of a sudden, you went from a household of 3 to a household of 7 or more. Now you have food for, to really kind of get through in those times. And so I'm glad that we've got it. We will send it straight to you. Or if you're watching and maybe you're not in a situation